Did you know that the #1 mistake worldwide of all tennis players is hitting the ball in the net? Yep, that's the #1 mistake. And when you watch the pro game today, especially people like Nadal and all these players with this heavy, heavy topspin, the net is taken out of the equation. They never hit the ball in the net. They clear the net by a safe margin. But did you understand, do you really understand what helps you clear the net? I find it almost comical because I used to teach at a very prestigious place here in Naples, Florida. And we would have guests come to this hotel. And we had a guy from Germany there once, and he says, I just want to hit. That's all. I just want to hit the ball. So I said, okay, fine. So we get out there and we're hitting. And I'm not kidding you. The first 15 or 20 shots, it had to be a lot. It was way more than 10. Let me just put it that way. Went in the net. So finally I figured, you know, I know he just wants to hit, but let me see if he understands why this is happening. And I said, do you know why you're hitting the ball in the net? And he says, yeah, I don't follow through, you know. The follow through is important. It's the consequence of a good swing. But that's not what gets the ball over the net. What gets the ball over the net is coming from a low point, at lower than the contact point, at the low point of the backswing. Now, what do I mean by the low point of the backswing? Okay, you see a forehand, boom, you turn. Okay, now, let's say you're going to hit a waist-high ball. For you to clear the net from the baseline, you have to drop your racket head at least a foot lower than waist high. Where does that happen? Right here. This is the low point of the backswing. Now I'm swinging up, boom, I hit the ball ascends off of my strings from the baseline, and I clear the net. You cannot swing horizontally from the baseline. You can't swing straight across, even if the ball is up here. And that's what this man did not understand. He was swinging horizontally. He had no low to high swing. That ball is shoulder height. Now, it's higher than the net. Look at my racket. It's vertical. When I swing straight across, there's no way I can clear the net on a horizontal swing. So if you want to be like Nadal, you want to be like the pros, when you go out to practice, always get that racket a foot lower than the contact point, wherever that is. You may have a point up here where you're making contact, so you only have to go to here. If the ball's waist high, you got to come down here. If it's lower than that, if it's knee high, you've really got to get down and lift it as you hit. But that's what gets the ball over the net, low to high. So understanding that can help you focus on that when you're practicing and make it become a part of your game. You can burn a new signal in your brain where you're always getting that racket a good foot below the ball, and you're always clearing the net, like Nadal. You take the net out of the equation. I'm not going to hit the ball in the net. No way. It's not going in the net. It may go long, it may go wide, but it's not going in the net. And if you don't want it to go wide, aim more down the middle. You can take that out of the equation. Okay, so there's lots of things you can think about when you're practicing, but this is a good one. If you want to eliminate shots in the net, you've got to practice bending, getting the racket lower, dropping that racket down a foot lower than the ball. That's going to be key. Okay, so when you go out to practice, even if you just drop hit some and just say, you know, get that racket here, boom, foot below, say that to yourself. And you're going to clear the net every time. For more lessons like these, please check out my website in the description box. All the best, happy hitting. Never hit that ball in the net again. Get that signal in the brain, and you can do it.